The member for Hughes.
Will the Treasurer update the House on how the government is backing older Australians who have followed the rules and made provisions for their retirement? How would a change to the current system impact these retirees?
The Treasurer has the call.
The mic was on, Speaker.
Yeah.
It was hard to hear.
Would you like? I don't think the microphone was on. Do we need to?
I did say my question is to the Treasurer and the microphone wasn't on at the time.
Okay. Did the Treasurer hear it?
I'm
Tell
happy
you what.
to-
Let's just do it again.
Thank you.
And start it again. I can, without being rude, I can always hear the member for Hughes without a microphone. But for those that can't, we'll put it on. The member for Hughes, if you can just speak into the microphone.
My question is to the Treasurer. Will the Treasurer update the House on how the government is backing older Australians who have followed the rules and made provision for their retirement? How would a change to the current system impact these retirees?
Treasurer has the call.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. I want to thank the member for Hughes for his question, and I want to congratulate him for the outstanding role he has done on the parliamentary inquiry. Outstanding role.
Members on both sides.
Like the member for McNella, like the member for Goldstein, like the member for Brisbane, he is giving a voice to over 1 million Australians.
He is.
People, Mr Speaker, people who feel that the Labor Party is coming after their savings, their hard-earned savings, and they know it. Like Margaret, Mr Speaker, a 77-year-old widow. This is what she told the parliamentary inquiry. I'm a 77-year-old widow who has worked all my life in order to be financially independent and not a burden on the taxpayer or government. I also believe there are people less fortunate who deserve the pension offered. Currently, I derive my income from superannuation and share dividends. Should Labor win the next federal election and implement this policy, it will have a considerable impact on my retirement income. I rely heavily on my imputation credits to supplement my allocated super pension. With the changes being foreshadowed, I will lose approximately $6,000 annually.
6,000.
Currently, this amount allows me, among other things, to pay for my private health insurance, which I'll have to cancel, thus becoming a burden on the public health system. And since my income in total keeps me only slightly above the asset test, ultimately the policy has the potential of forcing me onto the pension system. Now, Mr Speaker, these are real-life stories of people that the Labor Party are coming after. People that the Leader of the Opposition describes as getting welfare for the wealthy. Now, Mr Speaker, this is neither welfare, and these people are neither wealthy. But last night, on the 7:30 report, the member for McMahon told those people that he would arrogantly dismiss their concerns, and if they didn't like the policy, they could vote against Labor.
Well, it's good advice.
And the member for McMahon told the Australian people that the Labor Party wouldn't change their policy at all. Now, Mr Speaker, only one side of politics is going to stand with the 1 million-plus Australian retirees, individuals, self-managed super funds who are hurt by this policy, and only one side of politics, the Labor Party, is coming after their hard-earned savings.
The member for Port Adelaide.